The proposed NKU budget includes a tuition increase, increased prices for services like food and parking, fewer employees, and dipping into reserves. But leaders say that all those increases and cuts are needed to make the budget balance in a time when fewer people are expected to enroll and the cost of business just keeps going up. More than 15,000 students attend NKU, but enrollment is expected to be down between 170 and 190 new first-year students. Here's a snapshot of what this budget will mean for students and their costs. A tuition increase of 3%. That means a full-time undergraduate Kentucky resident will pay $5,256 per semester. That's an increase of $152. There's also a housing rate increase of nearly 6%, and the dining plan is going up 8%. Board of Regents Chair Rich Bainey says that there's no other choice but to raise tuition and fees.
Unfortunately, we're subject to inflation just like everybody else. And at a time when we're shifting and adding a lot of different business models, we just cannot neglect the need to increase costs where there's very obvious inflation.
Those increases aren't enough to make ends meet, though. There will also be 125 fewer full-time positions on campus by fiscal year 24. The budget also calls for more than $16 million to be pulled from the university's reserves to cover the shortfall.
Do you think more needs to be done to prepare if enrollment numbers don't, given the fact that enrollment and tuition is the largest funder of the university?
There's very high demand for what we supply, but very different than it did just a few short years ago. I'm confident that I was going to say ahead of the curve, but I would proudly say I think we're where we need to be, and we'll take advantage of it.
The university is already working on strategies to market to people at all levels, from undergraduate to law to online only, to recruit more students. In Highland Heights, I'm Christian Hauser.
After the NKU Board of Regents approved the budget this afternoon, they instructed the university leadership to work on finding a way to further cut at least $5 million from the next budget. That's all the time at 5:30.